Hey there everyone, this is Kiarou here, and I'm going to do something a little different. I always get requests, or asking me how I make, for cosplay, how I make, props such as the sword, or my Zero helmet up here. So people always ask me how I make these props and stuff, and so, instead of, it's really annoying having to retype the same process over and over again. I'm just going to make a quick tutorial to kind of show you guys how I make these props. And the first step is to first get some non-sulfur oil-based clay, and then mold what you're going to make. This is the shoulder pad for my up-and-coming Marth cosplay. So basically what you do, here's the reference picture, that's what I'm doing. So basically what you do is you just get some clay. First step is you get some clay and you mold whatever it is you want to make. So in this case I molded out and carved out a shoulder pad, and still need some finishing work on it, but that's the first step into making a prop with the resin casting style that I do. Okay, the next step is to take whatever you're making from your clay base. In this case I took the shoulder pad. I did all the finishing touches and everything. What you want to do is you want to put that on some sort of board. I'm just using a Tupperware board, and just take some leftover clay. I'm using some crappy old nasty clay from some previous projects, and just build a dam around it. And then you're going to want to come over here, and what I have here is Mold Max Silicone Rubber Compound 30. This is part A, this is part B, and we're going to mix these into a 2-to-1 ratio and start making the silicone rubber mold. But first you want to use a mold releasant on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray this, and then we're going to mix these two up, and then start layering on some silicone rubber onto this thing. You can get these materials at Smooth On. Yeah, Smooth On. I'll provide a link in the. Okay, so the next step is to take the part A and B and put them into the right ratio. In this case it's a 1-to-10 ratio. So for every one of this red mixture we have to have 10 of this white mixture. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mix these up, and then we're going to start layering it on the clay. So let's mix this up. Just pour it in there, and then get a stick and start measuring or mixing. Okay, so we mixed it up, we poured it in, and now we're just brushing on the, I think it was about 16 ounces of rubber. We're just going to let it cure, and then about another 3 or 4 hours we're going to put on another layer. And so you just brush it in, make sure everything's nice and even. Try to cover everything. Let's see. Yeah. And then make sure everything's okay. Okay, so we put the first layer on, and now we're mixing up the second layer right here. Put a little bit of purple dye in it so that I can see where I covered it up. So when you mix this, you want to just kind of churn it until everything mixes in, and then you will and then when it starts all becoming into the gooey, this gooey consistency, then you can start mixing it like normal. Okay, so we're putting on the second coat. And same deal, you just want to spread it around evenly, make sure you get into all the little crevices. This time focus more heavily on the top so that when it leaks down it doesn't clear it out as much, or it covers everything completely. And we used the purple dye to see where we've been and where we haven't been. So that's pretty much the only reason for it. So you just keep on spreading in like that and until it's done. Okay, we're on our final step of the casting process. I let this dry overnight. The rubber is nice and hard now. It's nice and firm. And our last step to do for the mold is to mix up some UltraCal 30. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some UltraCal 30. That's basically a special type of concrete that dries fast. And what we're going to do is we're going to do like maybe 2/3 UltraCal and 1/3 water, and then add water if necessary, and then just pour it on top of this, let it dry until we have like a nice hard shell around it. Okay, so concrete's hard now. I removed the dam from underneath, and now what we're gonna do, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. This is really hard to do with one hand. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pry out the concrete layer and the silicone layer from the bottom clay base. And okay, so we separated the concrete layer, and here we have the silicone layer, and we have to just peel out the clay layer. So what we do is we just pull it out like that. That's still intact. I get this cardboard out of here too. And then we just place it back in, and you have a mold. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pour plastic in here and make a perfect replica of that. Now we're going to do the plastic casting, and this is similar to the silicone mixing. We have two parts, a part A and a part B. And what we're going to do is and this time instead of a 10 to 100 ratio, these two are a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to fill 2 cups up with part A, 2 cups up with part B, mix them together, and then we're going to start the roto process. So this is how you rotocast. You mix the 2 parts together, and we're just going to swirl it around in here, slowly add more as we go along. And then we're just going to do this until it starts hardening. And this could take a while. And then after that, we have a replica. So. What is this? Okay, and now the plastic is finally dry, nice and hard, and so we're just going to remove it. Same deal as with that. Separate the concrete layer from the rubber layer, and then see if I can do this with one hand. Just kind of peel it away, break it out, and some foot action here. Just peel it. Yeah, just peel it back like that. And there you go. Separate that right there. Yep, and there we go. You got another one. See? Perfect replicas. And the final 2 products. I went ahead and used the molding again and made another copy, and one for each shoulder. They will need sanding, some little detail work, like right here we have a little blip there, and a little blip there. So there's still a little bit of work to do, just detail work, and then after I sand it and shave off all the unnecessary parts, I will paint it, then clear it, and we're done. And hope this tutorial helps you, and good luck with your own project, whatever.